Hello, welcome to this video tutorial from ERM Telematics. Today we are going to learn how to link the StarLink family device to a PC in order to configure it. So we will need a StarLink device, which can be the StarLink Z or the StarLink Tracker. They both have the same 10-pin connector, as you can see here, or any other device from that family. In this video, I will use the StarLink Tracker. Also, we will need a GPRS activated SIM card. We will need the LIN adapter kit. And also we will need a power supply. This is a professional power supply. If you don't have one like this, you can just use a simple regulated power supply adapter like this. But please bear in mind, it will need to be 1.5 amps. That's very important. So let's take a look and see what we have in the LIN adapter kit. We have a few cables here. Including a USB cable in order to connect it to a PC. Let's start with the devices. This device here is the LIN adapter. With this, you can connect a mini USB here to the PC. This connection here is called the Ethernet hub and has 4-pin connectors and one connector like this which has 4 pins. This is basically a hub which avoids you having to cut wires and connect them to one another. You can just use this hub to connect several cables together. Amongst these cables are 2 cables that we will not need for this session. This cable here and this cable too. You can see with the 2 white connectors. Just put them to one side for this session. What we have here is the power cable, which can be identified by one 4-pin connector and 4 wires that aren't connected to anything. Here you can use these 2 red and black terminals and can connect them to the red and black wires. Or you can do this by connecting the wires straight into the power supply. As you can see, I have this ready to go into the power supply I have here. Now let's get started. First of all, we'll take the Ethernet hub and connect it to the LIN adapter. So here, one connector goes into the Ethernet hub and the other goes into the LIN adapter. An important point to remember is you can see 4 wires here. You might have 4 wires and you might also have only 3 wires. If you have a red wire, as you can see here, it's cut. And it needs to be cut because the LIN adapter must not have a direct 12 volt running to it. Okay, so you just need to cut this wire. Then we connect the USB cable to this plug here, which just needs to go to the PC. Now we need to connect the StarLink with this cable here and another 4-pin connector to the Ethernet hub. It doesn't really matter if you connect it here or here. It's a hub and will work either way. The last cable that we need is the power supply cable, which again connects to the Ethernet hub. And then we have everything connected. Okay, so now we just need a SIM card to connect inside the StarLink. You can see here where it needs to be inserted. Okay, in order to put it inside, you will need something to push it in with. You will hear the click, and then it will be properly inserted. Now all we need to do is connect the power supply. Remember, on 12 volts. Then in a few seconds, the red light will start flashing. Okay, so now everything is set up. We go over to the PC to install the driver and the configuration application, which will enable us to start configuring the StarLink device. For this procedure, please join us to the next session of how to use the StarLink configuration tool. Thanks for watching.